The online feud between Sneako and PENGUINZ0 has escalated to a dangerous level as Sneako has allegedly threatened to shoot PENGUINZ0. In this video, we will explore the shocking conflict between PENGUINZ0, also known as moistcritikal or Charlie, and the banned YouTuber Sneako. On March 14th, I uploaded a video titled How PENGUINZ0 Destroyed Sneako, where I discussed the history of their beef and the main arguments that Charlie had against Sneako. These included Sneako's cuckold fetish, his attempt to involve Charlie's girlfriend in the drama, and his defense of the controversial movie, Cuties. After Charlie won the internet's approval with his witty response, everyone thought that the drama was over. But things got worse when Sneako posted a disturbing video where he danced with a gun and implied that he would come after Charlie. Sneako also tweeted this: "Soy keyboard warrior moistcritikal, we all knew that he wouldn't accept a fight. Lobro is a 5'3" pasty gaming man. Let's have some empathy. What matters is how the most influential commentators have nurse-specific beliefs. They never get canceled. They just talk. Why do you listen?" And Charlie didn't give a rat's ass about this tweet. He was too busy making another video titled Sneako is Horrible, where he roasted Sneako like a marshmallow over a campfire. The video was full of savage burns that made Sneako look like a pathetic loser who can't get over Charlie's existence. The video began with Charlie pointing out how insecure Sneako is and how he's been obsessed with Charlie since they first crossed paths 3 months ago.
You have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies. You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return and showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive fucking loser you are, because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months you have continued to melt down.
That here is where things would take your violent twist, as Charlie would reveal a clip from Sneako's stream where he was waving and dancing with a gun, threatening not only Charlie, but everyone else who had previously criticized him in the past.
After I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, you guys must have just stopped the Cuties watch party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome, cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me. So he kept saying, oh, you're in Tampa, right? I'll come see you, waving his gun around and dancing.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I—
But this is where Sneako would make an embarrassing mistake, and where Charlie would take grip of the situation and gives Sneako a lesson in gun anatomy.
And I'm sorry to be that guy, this is like the grammar police of guns, but he's a fucking imbecile, you absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here. Anyway, sorry for the gun anatomy lesson. He was very upset, so he was threatening to come shoot me, beat me up, all of that, because I hurt his feelings, and it's been festering for quite some time now.
As everyone thought things couldn't get worse for Sneako, they would, as Charlie would also bring up the fact that Sneako was relying on his Discord server to come up with arguments on his behalf.
I also love that you treat this Discord server like it's your PR team, so you have them work on your responses on Twitter because you're not witty enough to come up with anything on your own. You have no ability to banter. You can't insult anyone. Anytime you're pushed, all you fall back on is one of 3 things: soy boy, bot, or NPC, and that's it. You never deviate from this path, which is ironic because you're like literally a sheep. You have 3 programmed responses. You're like the absolute worst character, side character in an MMO.
Later in Charlie's response, who would once again bring up Sneaker's life as a cuck.
Another thing that I talked about for a reason I don't respect him is because he battles with his own sexuality. He is very public about how he used to go to these swinger parties, I think he says 4 in total, over the course of like 2 weeks, where he watched his girlfriend get fucked by other men. Even telling the story of how he was literally in the bed watching his girl get fucked by a different man, moaning intensely, and it was traumatizing. yet he recommends that everyone should try it at some point for some reason. So my point with this was, why is this the guy that's lecturing everyone on their relationships, shitting on people's relationships, when he himself is in one that makes him very upset and he can't come to terms with it? Now, if he's open about being a cuck and happy and proud to be a cuck, that's fine. But he's not. It makes him mad every single time. So, why the fuck is this insecure guy the one that's the moral authority on healthy relationships all of us?
It wouldn't be until later in the video that Charlie would finally discuss the Twitter feud that he had with Sneako 2 days prior in a hilarious clip stating,
Fast forward to 2 days ago. I was streaming a Moist Esports tournament, and I went up to go to the bathroom. I had to take a shit. It was a double flusher, so I was on the toilet for quite some time, and I saw a Sneako post that he's posted quite a few times now, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'm not doing anything else right now on the porcelain throne, I'll play in the pig pen. So I did. For 3 months now, Sneako has had this adorable little collage that he made that looks like it's straight out of a 16-year-old girl's diary with pictures of boys from her class that she doesn't like. All about people that have hurt his feelings. This is his wall of shame for people that have insulted him online. What's even sadder about it is he purposely leaves out people that he's afraid of. So, Turkey Tom, for example, made a whole video talking about Sneako and how pathetic he is, and Sneako tried to talk a big game to him, even challenged him to a debate, which Turkey Tom accepted with jubilation. He was ecstatic. And then Sneako kept ducking him, ghosting him. So he leaves Turkey Tom off of this list because he's afraid to actually talk to him, and he also leaves off quite a few other people, but the most notable other one that is comical for the absence is Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is an internet content creator that Sneako lied about for a long time, and they had a lot of beef, and Brandon Buckingham actually challenged him to a fight. And Sneako is very fearful of him. Now, I will say it again. What I did, and what I am doing right now, is not canceling you, Sneako. I am insulting you. I am making fun of you. Something that you were supposed to be a huge proponent of, right? Wasn't like one of your big things like bullying needs to be brought back. So now that I'm making fun of you, what, all of a sudden now it's off limits, now it's canceling? You have become the SJWs that you criticize so much. I don't know how you don't realize that.
Charlie would also destroy Sneako by addressing the fact that Sneako constantly results to wanting to fight whenever he is insulted online, further proving that he has no genuine comebacks or defenses for people say about him.
I think this is important to talk about, and I just talked about it recently. When you are getting your feelings hurt and your immediate response isn't to fire back with insults, jokes, whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight, you've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, I'll beat you in a fight. Sneako, you beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you. It doesn't do anything. Everything I've said still stands. Nothing changes. It doesn't even salvage your ego. All it is a pathetic fucking attempt at attention. And I don't think you believe half the things you talk about. I really think Sneako just panders as much as possible. He himself doesn't even stand by the things he talks about. I really don't think he has any beliefs of his own. He just echoes what he thinks is going to get him the biggest audience / the most money.
It would also state that Sneako was just attention-seeking, as YouTube or Brandon Buckingham offered to fight Sneako with Sneako would instead ignore and try to avoid it.
This puffing out his chest of challenging me to a fight is clearly attention. That's what it feels like, because you don't have the same energy for Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is more than willing to fight you any day of the week. But with him, you don't want to do that for some reason. Why? Do you not stand by your beliefs when it comes to Brandon Buckingham? He has said all the same things about you that I am saying about you. So why is he exempt? Why don't you want to fight him? That's so weird. This is what you said about Brandon Buckingham and fighting him.
And then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneako, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes. Sneako would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly cool to just stay at home and keep it all online.
Later in the video, Charlie would state that he doesn't want to fight Sneako while simultaneously versing Sneako physique.
I've also been super vocal about how I don't want to fight. Like, I'm not afraid to say, I don't want to get hit in the head, right? I'm afraid of taking headshots. It's probably a super normal fear to have, so I'm averse to going into a boxing match, especially one that's just a clout-driven spectacle like this. That'd be completely fucking worthless. And I've been super open about that, which I'm sure you know since you keep saying that you've watched my content, so you probably know that I was never going to accept the fight in the first place. Especially since you're like significantly taller than me, right? Like it wouldn't make any sense. And even though you would probably beat me in a fight, you're certainly not beating me in like an aesthetic physique competition, because goddamn, I blow your ass out of the water. Look at this fucking anime character physique I'm rocking. Meanwhile, you're over here with that Abercrombie and Fitch from 1998.
And that's all for today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed this juicy scoop of YouTube drama. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tea. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of this drama and who do you support. Do you agree with me, or do you have a different opinion? I'd love to hear from you, but remember to keep it civil and respectful. No hate, no shade, just love. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.